Hi, I'm Frances Goodall from francesgoodall.com and also womenswellnesscircle.com. So a while ago I was making a series of videos of EFT with IFS for a particular part, and I had a request for a video on working with the romantic part of us. And I'm only getting to it now, perhaps because that part was way too active for me back then still, and I've been doing some work around it. So yeah, I'm happy to share that with you today. And this is also an invitation to you. I haven't actually posted a video for a while, just to inspire me. Well, what do you want on here? Let me know in the comments or send me a message through my website, which is francesgoodall.com, and let me know, what kind of videos you would like me to see me offering here to support you on your healing journey, on your journey of awareness and growth as a human, on your journey to more expanded states of pleasure and joy. So for today we're going to work on the romantic part of us. So I'm looking at this from the perspective of a part that can be driven from unmet needs as a child. So this is definitely a part I've had to work on deeply, in the ways I've fallen in love really deeply over the years and felt like, oh, I'm falling in love with somebody else, or in a relationship but then I feel like I'm falling in love with somebody else, or like these kind of things have arisen for me. Or I'm on some kind of training and I'm single and straight away I'm looking for like, oh, who am I attracted to? And then actually that one of those incidents was on an IFS training, and I got to explore the part of me that was doing that. And it was a 2-year-old part. We don't want a 2-year-old part choosing our relationship. So yeah, it was really great awareness to do that work. So I'd like you to connect to your inner romantic part, and actually whatever that means to you. It might be the one that gets infatuated with people really easily, or you might be very out of touch with it. So of course your relationship to this part of you might be very different depending on who you are and your experiences in life. But see if you can connect to a sense of this romantic part of you. And I mean, there's a beauty to our romantic part, of course. There's a beauty to love and opening our hearts to falling in love with somebody. But when it's out of balance, perhaps it's coming from a younger place. Perhaps it gets infatuated with people, and perhaps sometimes not the right people for us as well. So allow yourself to, find this inner romantic part. See if you can sense where in your body you feel it. You might even inquire into how old it is, and if it reminds you of any particular time in your life. What comes up around your inner romantic part? I mean, this topic might also bring up something else, like it might bring up grief over a lost love, or something else. So just, of course, work with whatever comes up for you around this topic. So even though I have this inner romantic part, and I sense it's a younger me here, and she or he or they are, you might say, how old? I love and accept myself anyway, even though I have this inner romantic part of me. So put words around it that work for you, that are specific to you. So in the past I might have very much said that falls in love really easily, that can get obsessed with people, sometimes falls in love with people that aren't necessarily right for me, that are based on all my childhood wounds and their childhood wounds. I love and accept myself anyway, even though I have this romantic part of me. That's a helpless, hopeless, romantic part of me. I love and accept myself anyway, and I embrace the beauty here and the love here and the goodness here, and any burdens this part carries, I'm going to support through this process today, and perhaps dive deeper in some sessions if I need to. I love and accept myself anyway. So allow yourself to tap for your inner romantic, perhaps any ways that part of you might have not have received the love that you needed at a particular time in your life, and you're trying to compensate for that now in your relationships, in the way you fall in love, in perhaps who you choose to fall in love with. So just acknowledging this part of you. See if you can bring some compassion to this part of you, some curiosity, asking any other parts that might come in to give you space, unless another part takes over and you need to work on something else here. Yeah, and see if you can perhaps find out a bit more about this part, how old it is, what it needs. You might like to offer it a hug or just your loving presence. You might like to see if this part needs an update, a new message, perhaps needs some unconditional love from yourself now, your self energy now, your compassionate, caring. So under the arm, that's about 3 inches down from the armpit. Self, so offering that self energy, so the side of the thumb near the nail, next finger to this part of you, and then around the ring finger and to the little finger and the crown of the head. And of course there's so much more you could go into this. See what's arising for you now, do more rounds of tapping, and reach out if I can support you more at francisgoodall.com. Wishing you well.